I fucked up already, man. I gotta get into a party. What is up, boys? Welcome to the Postmortem of the MXdNation's 2018. What a disappointing fucking year, bro. What a fucking disappointment, bro. Disappointment. That's what that was. Disappointing. But what else can you do? It's a little sad. You know? We could have done better. I'm gonna complain. I won't complain, you know, I won't complain too much. I won't complain too much. We did okay. Shitty year for us. Again. The 1 year we're supposed to dominate everybody. Ram it up their asses, as Steve Mathis would say. We did trash. But that's the fucking game sometimes, you know? Let me pull up the comments real quick, boys and babies. What the fuck? Oh, that's my bank. Okay, YouTube. No internet? Bro, fuck off, alright? I'm trying to fucking... What is happening? Hold on, boys and girls. Okay. What in the fuck? Is it not there? Jesus. Hold on. Hold on, boys, I'm sorry! This motherfucker. My internet is literally dog shit recently. I haven't reset the router in a while, though. I need to redo that. I need to do that, like, soon. But what up? What up? Hold on, hold on, hold on! Stop yelling! God damn! Oh my god. Man, it's taking forever to load. Okay, there we go. Hold on, we're getting there. Okay, we're here to the comments. We have the 5 comments. They're loading in there. Hold on. We're getting there. Hold on, boys. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck? My chat isn't even loading. There we go. Europeans are better overall. I don't know. I think I want to say that they had... What's up, Jake the Gamer? Here's your shout out. It's not like it's going to do too much. Shout out to Jake the Gamer for asking for a shout out. What's up? What's up, Jesse? What's up, Gregory? Daza? I don't know how you say that. I just said it like I was from New York. MG? And Jake again. Welcome to the stream. So obviously the MXdNation's 2018 Postmortem. We're going to be playing some MXGP Pro. And we got fucked. Jesse says, yeah, we got smacked. We got fucking ruined, bro. It's embarrassing, dude. Granted, shit start from Tomac, both motos. And, man, the French had just proven... Yeah, MG just says the French won. Dude, it's, man, this is the best chance we had at winning, and honest to God, Barsha had a good weekend, I think, but Plessinger had a shit weekend, and I think Tomac just had terrible starts and a terrible weekend overall, man. Like, I don't know what to say, dude. Oh, I agree. I think this kind of proved that Hurlings is probably the fastest guy on the planet. I mean, Paulin was hitting the leap in front of him, and he wasn't losing time to Paulin. That's how insane that was. He is so fucking quick. I, however, do think it would be a very, very good matchup to see them on dry Redbud. Because I think Tomac might get better starts. I think that, I'm one of those people who believes that, that outdoor motocross is suffering out here in the U.S. because of the fact that, well, plain and simple, Supercross is the big focus for whatever reason now. And it just doesn't, you know, we aren't fully focused on motocross, and I think that's one thing that the Europeans are really doing well. And I'm fully on board with the fact that we got dominated. I'm not going to deny that. We got fucked up, and you Europeans prove that they are very quick, and in fact, I don't think that there is as big of a gap between the U.S. riders and Europeans as there used to be, where it was just clear that the U.S. was dominant. I think that the U.S. is still overall better. Overall. I didn't say that they had the fucking fastest rider, you know what I mean? But I think that the U.S. overall has the faster group of people, overall, within Supercross and Motocross. However, I do think that Europeans and even other countries, just the rest of the world is caught up, and I think that the fact that they race in these random ass conditions all of the time, and the U.S. is just, you know, fucking off in the background, beating off the fucking Monster Cup, Red Bull Straight Rhythm, and fucking indoors. I mean, the indoor series is the longer series out of Motocross and Supercross. It's more prioritized. Everybody would, like, for whatever reason, kids nowadays want to win Supercross titles and not outdoor titles. Like, for example, if I was a pro, I would be wanting to win outdoor titles. I don't give a fuck about indoor titles, dude. Outdoor titles is where it's at, and nobody's focusing on that anymore. And man, we just got smacked this weekend, plain and simple. The Europeans were better. Hurling's definitely proved he's probably the fastest man on the planet. However, we can't, you know, it's one weekend. I think that the best way to determine that between him and Eli would have to be a genuine series. And, I mean, even then, Hurlings would probably still be the best guy in the world. I think that he just proved it, you know what I mean? He's so fucking quick. Also, Prado, that motherfucker is insane. Jorge Prado, dude, what a goddamn legend, bro. Prado is insane. Ooh, that's the first time I've had a good run at that. I don't know if you can actually make that or not. But, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It is insane. I just... Man, I'm shocked at the way that we've lost this weekend, man. We had such a good shot overall of winning. If Plessinger races the way that he normally does, he can beat Ferrandis easily. Easily, especially at Redbud, where he went 1-1. Like, it would have been very, very good racing there. If Tomac doesn't have terrible starts, he gets a consistent finish, he might finish top 3 each time and have a consistent thing. I don't know if he wins the races, but because Coldenhoff and Hurlings were just gone, I think that he gets a pretty good top. Why am I slowing up for that? But I think he gets a conservative finish, and then if Barsha just finishes decent, like he did not finish very well, I don't think. I think he could have done a little better maybe in his motos. If he does what he's supposed to do, I think if the whole team does what they're supposed to do, we win that pretty convincingly. Well, no, I think Netherlands would have won overall if their 250 rider didn't get hurt, because they went 1-1-1 to 39 DNF, meaning they dropped the DNF, had a 39, added up 5 points on top of that, meaning they were only like they literally lost it by like 3 points because they had 2 DNFs, 2 last place finishes. They lost by 2 points. That's crazy, you know what I mean? But even with that, you know, the U.S., if they had a consistent weekend, we could have actually done something, and we didn't have that consistent weekend. I think Australia beat us. Hunter Lawrence looks insane. He's actually coming to the U.S. this year for Geico Honda. Dude looks crazy good. Prado, obviously, the young prodigy, dude, he's the next big thing for sure. I think somebody just said that in chat. And, I don't know, I think this is a big wake-up call for the United States and all the Americans, too. Hopefully, hopefully we stop. I mean, I'm guilty of this, but I'm also one of those people who's a firm believer that the European Series has been getting better, and I've always thought that they've caught up recently, which is why we have sent decent teams in the past, and they just dominate us, you know what I mean? And this proves it even more, and hopefully this gets those guys in the U.S. that are just fully on board with the U.S. is the best in the world and in motocross, and yeah, these motherfuckers are so slow. It just they win world championships because they travel the world. If they came over here, they get dominated. That's not really the case. I mean, yeah, apparently Paulin, fucking Coldenhoff, all these guys just choke in the actual GPs, but they bring it at the MXdN, which is crazy. I talked to Marley about that, which he agrees with, and he even said it. But even then, man, like, I think this is really going to take a lot of Americans off their moral high horse that they think that, you know, we're the best country in the world in motocross now. It can be anything, any country at any given day, you know what I mean? So it's hopefully, you know, we start focusing more on moto, because this is not fun. I don't enjoy the fact that we just had the MX of Nations at Redbud and we got fucking 6th place, I believe. Was it 5th or 6th place? I cannot fully remember if it was 5th or 6th place. That is still embarrassing, and especially home turf, the amount of shit was talked. I know, I mean, okay, I want to point this out. I talked a bunch of shit to my friends, including mainly Marley, but I talked a bunch of shit to my friends, and I mean, I had a feeling we were probably going to choke because we do each year, but I was actually, like, right when qualifying happened, God damn it, Benji, get out of my party. Get out of my party, virgin. I'll invite you here in a little bit. I'm streaming, dog. I'll invite you here in a little bit.
I'm just muting my mic, relax.
Yeah, me, you're fucking... That's the Jew, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry you had to witness that. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking shit to Marley, and I kind of knew that we were gonna probably choke. But after qualifying, I was pretty much, I gave up. I thought we were gonna lose that weekend. I knew for a fact we were not gonna be able to win. Once we qualified 9th place, like nothing, dude, nothing, like nothing. Schlesinger crashes in his heat fucking quali race. Barsh ends up getting 2nd. Couldn't get past Koldenhoff. I think he just kind of played it conservative there at the end anyway, but couldn't get past Koldenhoff. Barsh has saved our qualifying. Tomac's bike breaking down. Like, so much that should have just not happened, and who knows. Maybe if weather's different, it changes, but I mean, it should be a wake-up call to most Americans, knowing that we're not the #1 ranked easily country in motocross anymore, and I can comfortably say we definitely were for a 7-year stint, and even probably with a couple of the France wins at Des Nations, and even when Belgium won Des Nations, Germany, you know, a decent stint all the way until probably about 3 or 4 years ago. We were probably the #1 country motocross wise, and I think that France caught up to us first, and now the rest of the world is catching up to us. And it's embarrassing, you know what I mean? We sat there, touted off, and then we did nothing because we were beating off indoors. So let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments. Sorry, I'm kind of just rambling on. I'm fucking trying to get reused to this game. So hold on. Better watch it, sweaty. What are you saying, soaking turtle? Fucking turtile. Okay, Tomac never gets good starts indoors or outdoors. He gets good starts indoors with the, what's it called? Dude, is my how bad is my streaming quality right now? Let's just see this if I plug it to 10, 7, 12. Okay, so it's not bad quality. Okay. The SX argument is bullshit. We've been split half and half for years since the 70s, but now it's a hindrance. I want to say yes to that, Jesse, and the reason is because it wasn't as big of a focus. If you look over recent history, like, Supercross has gotten so big that it's got its own game now. Like, Pro Motocross never got its own game, which is understandable, but it was more of a 50-50 in viewership. Like, when I was younger, I loved watching outdoors. I loved watching indoors. It was equal, you know what I mean? All the way up until, like, last year. No, not last year. Like, last 2 or 3 years, I don't watch outdoors hardly at all. This year I watched the fuck out of outdoors, but I didn't watch outdoors during the Dungey stint or the Villapoto stint or even honestly this Tomac Racin stint, whatever the fuck, this Muscan stint. Like, I haven't watched outdoors very much. It's because Supercross has gotten so prevalent in the United States, in my opinion, that's the main focus. We've got Monster Cup, which is basically a tamed down Supercross track with a little bit more windiness and a little bit more openness. But it's like, man, we just put all our eggs in one basket and just hope, you know what, we're going to Redbud, we're fine. We know this track better than everybody else. Well, qualifying and practice times showed that we did not know the track as good as everybody else in that rain, and that's not okay, especially noting that Tomac had such a big lead over Racin at Redbud, and Racin beat him in the practice and qualifying. Racin didn't have that great of a race, but man, if you're faster than somebody by 2 seconds, 3 seconds a lap during the MX National, and then you can't beat them during qualifying and all that shit, something's wrong. Something is wrong. And that's not a knock on Racin, because Racsin's a fast sumbitch. It would be him, Tomac, and Racin, and Hurlings in the equation for best rider in the world probably 2 years ago if he didn't end up getting hurt. Honest to God, it might even just be Racin and Hurlings, because I think Racin might have been on a higher level than Tomac is right now. But that's where I get that from, so hold on. Prado, I don't see us winning in MXdN Nation. Prado. Maybe even we UK beat the US this weekend. Actually good though.
Yo, by the way, your quality looks fine.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I agree, Sweaty Velociraptor. I love your fucking name. Just reading that. I agree, man. It's something that hopefully the U.S., like the citizens of the U.S. and the U.S. riders just wake up, man. We got to start stepping our game up if we're gonna be the best in the world again. Which, because honestly, I think everybody can safely say we were the best in the world for a while. But like the rest of the world caught us so quick, and it's just embarrassing thinking that we're still the best, and it's like it's clear that we're not now. Like it's clear. I think that we're still top three best country in the world motocross wise, easily. France, Netherlands, and then us, and then and even Europe, any European country you put in there could be right there with us. You know what I mean? I think that maybe top 5. I don't know. I don't want to fucking seem like, oh well, all these other countries are shit because I don't know where everybody's from. But I think obviously Searle lost to fucking Tomac and Desal because he had an engine issue, right? That was literally, he was gonna win. Tomac was not catching Searle. Tomac, our best rider, was not catching Searle, and I'm pretty sure Anstey is you guys' better rider out of Searle and Anstey, which is kind of funny to me, but like that's how it worked, and it was just not ideal performance, man. Not ideal at all. So we're gonna fucking hop out of here. I want to go to a different track. Possibly, Josh. I'm probably gonna be hopping on Call of Duty or something. We got Call of Duty fucking Black Ops 4 coming out tomorrow night. I'm gonna be streaming that as well. Koldenhoff, dude. Koldenhoff was straight killing the game, dude. What a legend, bro. Koldenhoff and Paulin bring it, and Desal bring it whenever it goes to fucking the nations. It's crazy. Like from what I'm aware of. They don't fucking bring it in the Europe series until it's Des Nations, and it's insane how fucking good they are at Des Nations, but they can't fucking do anything at the other races. Crazy. What COD you going to be playing? Black Ops 4. Oh, you're saying after this, Black Ops 3? I might play 2K though, I'm not sure. It just depends. I know I want to play a day of Call of Duty before. I'm probably going to be playing Call of Duty before. Like, I'll be playing Call of Duty all the way up until about 11:30 tomorrow night. I have tomorrow off, luckily, so or no, not tomorrow. I have Friday off, so I'll be playing Call of Duty until 11:30, and then I'm gonna take a half-hour break, kind of just chill out. I might even nap up until the release, so that way I can stay up pretty late, because I'm trying to grind that game. I don't know. Benji, what are we playing? Blackout, multiplayer, what?
Well, for me, I know I'm gonna be starting on multiplayer with Hamilton, and hopefully you guys are gonna join us.
Is Hammy doing
that? I
that?
haven't touched.
Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't touched multiplayer, and basically what at least what me and him talked about, because me and him talking more than.
Time out. Hold on, just a sec. What track you guys want me to pick? Just name a country and then a track name if you know it. So, all right, continue, Benji.
1 sec. What'd you say?
What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh no, me and Hammy just said because I haven't touched the actual multiplayer, which is what we're competing in. That's what we're going to start with, and then once we get bored, we're going to switch over to Blackout or Zombies.
Well, there's 3 different tracks.
My game's already pre-installed. Is yours?
Yeah, I downloaded mine earlier.
Yo, wait, what version does it say yours is? Because mine's like 1.2.
We'll go
I was like
Asin.
1.5.
We'll go Asin. I agree with Asin because that's next year's what's it called? Update history? Do I do update history? 1.02. Yeah, we'll do Asin because that's next year's MX Nations.
Alright, good. I was just making sure that I had it the most updated.
Yes.
Because I didn't like tell it to update or anything, so.
Select rider. We're gonna go Team USA because you know I'd get chosen if I was actually a professional rider. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We all know. We all know.
I'm going to mute my mic.
We all know that if I was racing, if I actually see, because here's the thing, I'm the best rider in the world. But if I just choose not to race professionally, like I could get my pro license tomorrow. If I race pro, I would get selected to race the MX Nations for the U.S. Period. Like they wouldn't. Who else would race it? You know, they'd literally just send me. We get 2 DNFs. We get 4 DNFs, and we'd still win the overall because I'd win all 2 races that I'd have to race. Fuck it, dude. I could race both classes and still win the races. It would go 1-2. That's me. That's how it would work, dude. That is how it would work. That's not the US way of thinking. That's the Moto way of thinking. What are my expectations for Cooper Webb running the KTM, Red Bull KTM? Man! Well, shit, bub. Let's hope it works out for him. The question that a lot of people are asking is who's going to have a better year? Plessinger, Savacci, Hill, or Cooper Webb? That's the real fucking quad right there. Those 4 are the ones we got to be looking for because Cooper Webb's now on a new KTM. Hill's going to be on a 450, Savacci's going to be on a 450, and Plessinger's going to be on the 450. AP7? I think AP7 has the best year out of those 4. I do. And I think that it makes Cooper look like a fool for being so slow on a Yamaha. Who knows, man? Cooper's practicing with Alden Baker. Brap. I don't know what I just hit there, but that was cool. Don't worry, guys, I'm just off the track a little bit. Okay, I'm doing trash. What happened to Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico fucking made the A-main, bro. They won they made the A-main, bro. It's great. We are the best, but I'm not doing the world's MXGP because they are beneath me. I think what I'm mainly meaning is that, or what the big deal is that top European riders come over to the U.S. and race against us. Racin, you can't say Racin was not a top European rider. Yeah, he came in and did really well. He won championships. He's a factory rider, expected to do very well. Has been racing for a while. Muscan did the same, but they don't always win the championships. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the big deal comes from the U.S. people is because, oh, well, You know, these foreigners that were on factory teams, the best factory team actually proven, pretty much the best factory team in the world, really, Red Bull KTM, came over here and haven't won a 450 championship yet besides outdoors. And they won 250 titles, but so have pretty much all the guys that are beating them in Supercross and outdoors. Tomac and Barsha and Dungy and Villapoto and Anderson and let's see who else is on this list of people. You know what I mean? I think that's the main thing. The contenders out there right now that are contending for the titles have all won these 250 titles. You know what I mean? So all of them have really won 250 titles. The claim comes in that we're better because it seems like the guys in Europe always want to come to the US. You know what I mean? And you have to think about this too. Which series is bigger, MXGP or is it Supercross and yeah, is it Supercross? If you say MXGP, you're insane. Because I know tons and tons and tons of Europeans and tons of Americans and tons, like, Supercross is the biggest series motocross-wise in the world. Genuinely. It is. It's genuinely the premier series in the world for motocross. Viewership-wise, popularity-wise, all that shit. Now, MXGP is the world championship, yes, but it does not have the F1 quality where it is the premier class, most watched, you know, pinnacle kind of the sport. It seems like everybody says the pinnacle, and it seems like everybody kind of makes Supercross the pinnacle of motocross in the world. Now that's not to say GP isn't the actual F1, because in reality that's the MXGP should be the F1 of the sport. Period. Like, you should want to go to the European. You should want to do the outdoor MXGP series. That should be the pinnacle, but I don't believe that it really is currently. If that makes any sense. I mean, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I didn't know that MXGP was a thing until like 4 years ago, and I've been racing motocross since I was 8. Maybe that's the, oh, well, you're a stupid American side, but I mean, that's just fact. The only reason I knew about MXGP was because of the game came out. That's the best part. I knew what MX of Nations was, but I thought it was every single country having their own little series, and the US had the biggest series. Which is why all my European friends from Xbox and PlayStation and all over were always talking about the US series, and they never fucking mentioned the GP series and all this stuff. I just thought that, I don't know, I didn't even know who Hurlings was until GP. Kind of funny. I knew who Caroli was. I don't know how I knew who Caroli was, but that's just factual, bros. Alright, let's read chat. What's it called? You know, Jesse, I'm not going to be that guy, but the United States would absolutely fucking ruin every single other country in Supercross. I will not hold that back. We're the best Supercross country in the entire world. If you disagree with that, you are fucking insane. You take actual Supercross, tight technical style like we have in the United States, no other country could match us. Undoubtedly. Dude, I will back myself on that every single motherfucking time. SXGPs would be dominated by all Americans. Americans would stop racing US Supercross just to race Supercross GPs and win Supercross world titles. I'm telling you right now. It would be, I mean, it would be close because all the guys in the United States right now, including the foreigners, MXdN, racin, you know, any of those guys could come over and fucking dominate with them. You know what I mean? They've been racing it for a while. So I would say maybe the Europeans that would come over and have raced for a while and have gotten used to it, they would be good too. But bro, the United States, like, Tomac would literally win that series. I don't think anybody's better than him right now in Supercross, plain and simple. I don't think Hurlings could Hurlings would probably learn, but I don't think he's better than him in the fucking shits. Because the whoops we got, you already seen it. MXdN over here, probably the fastest French rider in the world, legitimately. I will not put that past him. Maybe Paulin and him have a good rivalry there. But bro, 110%. MXdN can't even jump. He has to jump through the whoops. He can't even skim whoops, bro. He jumps the whoops, bro. He skims them slow as fuck. He can't hit the whoops well. You know what I mean? So, bro, I'm telling you, the United States would dominate, bro. The United States, I'll be that fucking guy. The US would absolutely shred, bro. Just shred. You know what I mean? America got their ass kicked at Moto of Nations. Yes, they did. Yes, we did. That's fair assessment. Just give it a few years, though. Everyone else would get 10-10. Oh, 100%, dude. And the thing is, right off the bat, though, the United States would absolutely murder the entire world in SXGPs. Now, I will agree, once the world gets used to it, 100% it would be a very competitive close race, and I think it could be anybody, any country's, any rider's thing, you know what I mean? But the issue is right now that the way that the rest of the world does Supercross, like you can see the OSX is kind of weird. The Montreal Supercross wasn't even like testy, and that's Canadian, and they have a Canadian Supercross series. Fucking Lily's Supercross, the GP Supercross from last game, bro, that didn't, that was a bro. Jake Weimer went out and kicked ass on a Suzuki, and he's not even like a fucking top 10 rider in Supercross. Or he wasn't, now he's retired, you know what I mean? I don't think he got first, I don't think he won, but he was kicking ass at that track. That track is easy McPeasy lemon Febreze squeezy, you know what I mean? It's literally a yearly series. Anybody does the S6 in America, whereas S6... Yeah. Well, then, see, this is the issue in that case, then shouldn't... If it should be the premier class, but the Europeans don't really waste... Like, you guys don't waste the time to do it. Like, Hurlings, Caroli, Paulin, all motherfuckers come over to the US. Learn Supercross, bro. That would help even further you guys saying that you guys are better than the US. If you guys came over, mastered Supercross, and started whooping our ass in it, bro, nobody could talk shit. That should happen, but you guys focused on the World Championship outdoors instead, which is fine. I'm not knocking that. But I'm saying if you guys wanted to seriously prove that you guys were the fastest motherfuckers in the world, get your asses over here, you know what I mean? That would be I would love that, dude. I'd be so pumped to see Hurlings, Caroli, even though Caroli will probably retire in the next couple of years. Hurlings, Caroli, Paulin, you know, Geiger, Favre, you know, all of them. all of them coming over here. All of them. Every single one of you guys just coming over, dude. That would be so sick, dude. That would be amazing. And then the thing, too, is the factory rider pool would be so much bigger because of the fact that there's factory rides in Europe, so you guys have your factory teams over there. The U.S. obviously has the factory times here, or rides here. The European factory rides would be able to pick up the United States guys if they're better than whoever they have, you know what I mean? The pool of really good, all the good riders that deserve factory teams, in my opinion, would have a factory team in that case, because they'd merge over, you'd have so many riders. However, the mains would probably have to go like a lot more, you know what I mean? Yeah, they smacked us in Supercross. You are so right, Baka91. They just, you know what? Supercross of Nations. Europe just smacked the United States. You are so on point with this conversation. So on point. That's insane how accurate you are on that conversation, bud. Anyway, that would be amazing. I would seriously love to see that. It would give factory rider, or give factory rides out. The pool of human beings being in the series would be great because there'd be a lot more better overall riders. You wouldn't see a bunch of these like mediocre guys, because you have to think about this too. The factory rider pool from the young talent and the amateur scene, it's kind of a joke, man. We don't really have that great a rider. Imagine Prado, fucking Paulus Jonas, Covington, you know, all these other guys. Hunter Lawrence is coming over this year, but imagine all of these motherfuckers, just these top riders in the 250 series coming over and racing 250s against the U.S. guys. You got Cincerillo, fucking this year, for example, just the talent pool. The Martin brothers, you know, fucking Cincerillo, Forkner, Marty Davalos, because he'll always be a 250 rider. Fuck, who else? Justin Hill, Savachi this year, Plessinger, McElrath, Justin Cooper, Colt Nichols, you know, all these U.S. guys going against Paulus Jonas, fucking Jorge Prado, Thomas Covington, and I don't really know the rest of the 250 guys. Maybe that's shitty of me, but I don't really know the rest of the 250 MXGP guys because I don't follow the series. But just imagine that, dude. That would be so sick. Just, oh, I would love it. A whole Supercross series, the whole world, you know what I mean? It would be the world, and it would be a world championship. It wouldn't just be a Supercross championship. But the Europeans suck at Supercross. You are late to the conversation, Baka. You are more late to the conversation than anyone else. Yeah, we were basically just saying that. It's like I was basically saying that in the world, the #1 motocross viewership, ratings, everything, the #1 series in that department overall is Supercross in the United States. It's like it's pretty much the media pinnacle of motocross, if that makes sense. However, the real F1 of motocross is the GP series. You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is it would be insanely cool if, instead of it just being a United States thing, you keep the Feld and the way that the tracks are in Supercross in the US right now, because I think that that's the best Supercross out, undoubtedly. It gives the best racing, the tightest racing, the most technical racing, and you make that a World Series where we're going. I mean, we can still have a shit ton of rounds in the US. You still have the US series itself, but you make an actual GP, like an SXGP. SXGP, and it tours the world, and the MXGP guys race in it, as well as the US riders, and you battle it out. And what we were saying is, if after a couple years, the European countries and all these other countries will master it just the way that the US riders have. And I mean, it's easy. You can clearly tell that it's not hard to really learn, because Ferrandis came over after 1 year. He's already fucking performing. He was a championship contender in 250 East. You know what I mean? So it would be amazing to see, after a couple of years of US domination in Supercross GP, SXGP, the Europeans finally learn it, and you just have this all-out war in Supercross. And that would really, really, really go in strides to prove that overall Europeans are in the MXGP series has the best riders in the world. Because it's hard to say that noting overall wise. Outdoors, yeah, you know what? Maybe you guys do have the best riders in the world outdoors. But indoors, not at the slightest. Not at all. You know what I mean? So that's why I think that the United States has such that big, like, mental high horse that we sit on. And I'm not one of those people. I do believe Hurlings is probably... I'll admit I think that Hurlings is probably the fastest man on the planet. Undoubtedly. And you guys have a lot of guys that would just straight up wreck it in the United States. You guys would come over. Hurlings would win the championship. I think Hurlings would be the next Stu and go undefeated outdoors probably. But... I think that you guys would be able to come over to the U.S. and just dominate in that. But just simply saying from what is very clear by the United States itself, like a lot of these guys in the U.S., including my friends, including a lot of people that I know, my dad even says it still. He doesn't really watch motocross very much anymore, but like the U.S. is the best country in the world motocross-wise, period. No other country could touch him, period. Overall, no one. And I don't fully believe that myself, but I do think that overall it's very close between Europe and the U.S. And I think the U.S. definitely has indoors locked by a huge margin, which and I think that the Europeans and the MXGP guys have outdoors locked, but I don't think it's by as big of a margin as the U.S. guys have on Supercross. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion on that. Regardless, we got fucking raped at MXdN. I'm not going to deny that. I've said that multiple times in the stream already. We got fucking totaled. And I think it was an off weekend for Plessinger and Tomac, because I think Tomac would have normally been up there battling a little bit for the lead. He might not have been battling, what's it called? Fucking Hurlings, but he would have been battling Paulin. He would have been battling Coldenhoff. He would have been battling all these other guys. I think he would have been up there, but I don't know if he would have been battling Hurlings, because Hurlings is insane. Period. Hurlings is insane. I do believe that. And Plessinger obviously couldn't stay on the fucking bike. Had two shitty motos, shitty qualifying, shitty weekend overall. He normally beats Ferrandis, and he went 1-1 at Redbud. Over Ferrandis, I might add. Over Ferrandis, and Ferrandis just kicked his ass this weekend. And I think that's just how it works, you know what I mean? That's just how it is. I don't know. That's my opinion. So. Hurlings is shit. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but alright. Alright. So. Anyway, guys, that's MXdN's Postmortem Moto. I just wanted to discuss it, see what you guys thought. I think it's a little embarrassing. And I have yet to listen to Pulp MX, however, I do know I do need to do that. Oh, he is the shit. Okay, my bad, hold on. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did not read that. You are definitely right. I'm an idiot, my bad. No USA rider got a good start at all Sunday. True, but the argument can be made that Hurlings doesn't need a good start to win. In fact, Hurlings won the first moto and went down. And he won it by 19 seconds, 14 seconds, something huge. Jorge Prado was on a 250, absolutely dominating for the whole race pretty much until Hurlings caught him. So, I think that, dude, honestly, the British team kicked ass, dude. If Searle didn't have a bike issue, he was going to beat Tomac, undoubtedly. If Searle's bike did not grenade, he would have beat Tomac. If anybody disagrees with that, you're insane. Oh, I'm definitely... I mean, I'm embarrassed for the team. I'm not embarrassed as for our riders, or at our riders. I think definitely we got shown up, and it really... It's a big slap in the face to us. You guys definitely fucked us up, and it's a big lesson to us. But I'm not really embarrassed. I think we came in, we had our bike malfunction and a crash in qualifying, and we ended up qualifying 9th place. And we ended up racing in a muddy race condition, which is trash. The U.S. hadn't really, they've been practicing at Glen Helen, which is not going to race or rain at all. You know, they weren't practicing in mud conditions, which they should have definitely been probably trying to practice somewhere in Indiana, because, and I don't want to just say it because I'm in Indiana, but since Indiana is literally right down south from Redbud, it's been raining, I'm not lying to you, it's literally rained every week a shit ton, almost, probably about six days out of the week, maybe? For a couple, like, I don't know. It's been raining the majority of the weeks, honest to God. And it would have been a great idea if they would have practiced out here in the rain, so that way they could get it ready for it being super wet. But they were practicing in super dry conditions in the West Coast, which is not smart either. Should have definitely been trying to practice over in the East Coast. Like, Florida is even better than the fucking, what's it called? I don't know. Just practice somewhere that makes sense, you know? But that's my opinion. I'm not embarrassed by it. I just think that we were definitely underprepared, and we definitely came in it way too soft. We were way too ahead of ourselves, thinking that we were just going to walk away with this easily. On paper, our team, even the announcers, even the fucking announcers, Emig and, I mean, obviously Emig's biased, but whoever the other guy was, I don't know. I'm sorry, that's insulting, but the other guy was even talking about how he fucking, on paper, the U.S. team had the best chance of winning the MX of Nations. Period. Undoubtedly is what he would say. You know, both of them were saying that. The U.S. has the best team on paper going into the MX of Nations, noting its home field advantage, you know what I mean? But we just, man, we didn't show. We did not show up. We didn't prep hard enough for it. We took it way too lightly, and, you know, it bit us in the ass. Whatever. Move on. We're pretty much used to... I think France has a very good overall team, no matter what. They send the same guys pretty much each fucking time, I think they sent Tixier, though. They've been sending Tixier and Ferrandis. Tixier and Ferrandis for the 250s recently. But they normally send either Muscan, Fabre, or Paulin. Those are the 3 450 guys, and then they send Ferrandis, and then they sent Tixier, I believe, a couple times. I don't know who the other riders may be that they've sent that they've won with. But from what I'm understanding, that's been the kind of the 5 guys that they've been sending each year. And it's really consistent and really good. They win a lot. They've won, what is it, 6 in a row now? 5 in a row? 6? I don't know. They've won a lot in a row. And, you know, it is, I think it's 5. I want to say it's 5 because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Belgium won in Tuchenthal, didn't they? But that's how it is. I look forward to common competition between the U.S. and everyone else. I mean, is a new format, no track prep. I mean, AMA track is over prepped. I agree, Baca. I do think that we over prep the tracks. We prep the fuck out of them so that they're nice and good. They didn't fuck with the tracks at all. They did not touch the track at all at Redbud the entire time. They cleaned up a couple things that were really, really fucked, but they hardly prepped the tracks in between motos. And the U.S. preps the fuck out of the tracks. So, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining the stream. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below of this VOD, you know, saying your thoughts and opinions on the MX of Nations 2018 and how fucked we got. And if you're new to the channel and you're in the stream, please hit that subscribe button. We are at about 2.25K, which is great. And I can't even be, I'm elated at that. That's amazing. And all of that good stuff. I think that you guys are great support, and you guys bear with me for the fucking dry ass channel that I have. I don't fucking upload or stream at all. But you know, I'm just trying. I've been extremely busy. I actually had a 14-hour work day yesterday where I woke up at 6 o'clock my time, drove to my work 30 minutes away, started work. Oh my God, I'm going backwards. Started to work at about 7 o'clock, and because we then had to drive another 30 minutes to get to the job site itself. Worked from 7 o'clock all the way until about 7 o'clock at night. Actually, it was 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock when we were done, and ended up having to drive another 30 minutes away from where I'm supposed to pick my car up at to go to a dump so we can dump off some dirt and some just, you know, clean fill. And, man, I got home about 11 o'clock at night. Woke up at 6. That's a 14-hour fucking work day on top of a couple hours driving. Tired as fuck. That's basically been my life recently during the week. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining. And as always, guys, my name is Mono, and I'm out. Peace. Goodbye.